Yo, 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 we back. Fresh episode, Talking Game. Is your host, LT, Anthony, Tony, Yellow Tape King, whatever you call me, lets me know what I was on when you was fucking with me. And we back. We got a new guest, a special guest. We got our magic guy right here. CJ, what up, man?
Yes, sir. This your boy CJ. I go by 91 West, wake up, Mr. West, whatever, like you say, whatever you met me at. But I met this young individual here, sixth grade.
Yeah.
Crucial time in life. Like you really changed my life a little bit because before I met you, like obviously, yeah, we watch sports. Yeah, our uncles, but
Yeah.
you was the first like kid that I knew that actually like watch like took control of the TV and watch sports for real, for real. Like
Yeah.
after that, I used to go to your house in the morning. We used to watch Sports Center. And I remember like this a little bit way off topic, but you was the first person to ever introduce me to LeBron James when he was, I think he was a junior that year. But he was on ESPN. He's like, yo, it's LeBron. He on ESPN. He in high school. I'm like, what the hell? And next thing we know, this nigga 20 years, 22
20
years
years later, right?
old.
Yeah, about to go on 20, year 22. And yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, and that's always been me, like if anybody knows me on a personal level, like I'll tell them. It's been me since like kindergarten, first grade. Like before the bus come, ESPN, I'm on it. And that always put me in circles with older people too, like being able to talk sports and shit. So that was always my thing. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Damn, that's pretty cool though. We definitely clipping that up. That's going on the TikTok. That's got
I
yeah,
remember,
man.
I remember you had the leg sleeve from football because you had played for I think it was a red team.
Yeah, the Eagles.
Leg sleeve. I used to be jealous too. I'm like, this thing got the leg sleeve. He out here quarterbacking, and I'm like, man, this thing
Yeah,
can do
yeah,
everything.
man. Yeah, that shit was a time, bro. That shit was so much fun. And I think about like, bro, especially like summer, bro, we be out all day. Football, 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 football.
Round you know, I was grounded my whole sixth grade year, bro. I ain't had TV or nothing. So like,
Yeah,
the only time I used to like hear anything it was when I was with you.
yeah,
Towards the end of the year, I got off, so I just outside. That's when I really started like playing football for real. Like,
yeah.
but I couldn't catch. Like I couldn't catch. Well, I couldn't catch at first, and then I don't know. I just learned how to catch, and then after that, I
You was
realized
good.
I'm faster than him. I'm just gonna run past him. But
That's all you gotta do, bro. It ain't no real strategy when you in fucking sixth grade. You just use what you got. Just use what you got, bro. Oak Glen was a vibe though. Like that shit was that's what the smallest complex on Mercy, and that
yeah,
shit
full
was so much
building.
fun. Four
But
fucking
but every building was lit.
every building in different ways. Like every building had their own little shit.
It was some
Candlelight
bad,
all the way in
bad
the
kids
back.
in the back.
Yep.
So we had the little park. We had the pool we weren't supposed to be in.
Which is crazy. We could never get in the pool.
Like that pool was never open. But I'm like, bro, why is it here?
Never get in the pool.
Oh,
Remember the nigga Tony just jumped in that bitch fully dressed? Was you there then?
oh,
That nigga, that
yeah,
nigga
yeah,
jumped
yeah,
the
yeah.
gate. It just jumped in the
Had
pool.
on jeans, man.
This nigga ain't even take his clothes out. That nigga jumped in that bitch and got kicked the fuck out. Not the
Last,
conference, but out the pool.
last thing on Oak Glen, bro. I remember when we invented the basketball game. But you had to hit that bit. Well, we had to remember we had the stairs
Yep.
and then bars and the middle bar. You had to hit the
Middle
middle of
bar.
the
Had to hit the
bar.
middle bar to count.
Really out there like hooping
Yeah.
on the thing with no hoop. Nigga, just you gotta dunk that bitch. You gotta hit the middle.
Hey man, that's the creativity that we had as kids that kids don't have today. And it's funny you said that's the last thing. All right, I'll make this the last thing. I got to. Cause I get out the car with my daughter yesterday, day before yesterday, and she was like, "What those kids doing?" We couldn't really see them because there was a car right there. I was like, "It looked like they playing
Damn.
curveball," and she was like, "What's that?" So like,
Yeah, I already like, what's that?
yeah, she was like, "What's that?" So I had to go into a whole explanation, and she was like, "I want to play." I was like, "We'll play tomorrow," which we didn't end up playing. We might fuck around and have to play today because she got to experience a little curveball. And then I'll tell her if you throw it over the car, depending on if you call it, you win.
Yeah, you call it over the car, it's over. That could be the first shot of the game.
Yeah, game over. She
Hey,
like, that ain't fair. I was like, hey, you better
once
get
you
with
figure out how to hit it and then make it pop back to
it.
your side.
I told her that. I was like, and if you hit it and then go back on your side, that's 2 points. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Hey, and you get it back. So now you done doubled up on them. She's like, I want to play. I was like, see, that's why y'all got to get outside, man. Y'all create your own shit. Y'all have your own fun, man. You know what I'm saying? But we out here to talk magic. You came magic down, bro.
Okay.
What jersey is that? Who that? Grant Hill?
This is actually I'll show you that bit. Hold on, let me show you real quick.
Oh, you got the custom joint.
This say West Junior on the back. This the shit I used to make on NBA Live '03.
Facts.
But yeah, I had to get this because I was gonna get the. I got the city jersey too. The best say West on the back, but I got number 5 on that one. But that's my favorite number anyway.
Yeah.
But I got 23 on this one just because it was the I used to make. I feel like I used to make this jersey on NBA Live, bro. So it was like I used to
You had
always
to
pick
do it.
23 back then. So I was like, I'm just get it.
We had to
And
do it.
I don't like being too attached to play, like too attached to a player. Like if a nigga leave, I still got my jersey.
Especially nowadays, niggas be moving fast.
Yeah, so it's like
Like you have KD, that nigga resign and ask for a trade in 3 hours.
you know, been on like 14, bro. So it's like
Yeah, I feel
it's
you.
different now. But
And like the 23 is like, the 5 people is when they see the front, they're gonna think Paolo. But
yeah,
like,
I got the 5. I got that for that because I like people to think I got the Paolo one, but then when they see
yeah,
the back, that's not the
yeah,
Paolo,
that's
bro.
cool. But see,
It's
with
not
that 23, you already know, like, it make you more intrigued. Like, well, who the fuck wore 23?
now 23 is my rook, Tristan Da Silva. So
There you
that's
go.
going. You're gonna see more 23s around the city because I think he's gonna be a great piece for us. I know I'm kind of jumping ahead, but I think Tristan Da Silva is gonna be a real good piece for us going forward. He could guard 1 through 4. He could put the him and Franz are very similar players. They're both German, but just the way they play similarly. They just different. They good at different things. Like Tristan Da Silva is really like he can shoot.
Yeah.
Like he's really good.
Bron's
Like
he gotta get that shot together, man. Y'all just
Franz,
need Bronze to hit one more shot. Yeah, I
yeah,
would have.
that's what I'm saying. Like bro, like Franz with him. I'm happy we had Paolo because Franz could like if Franz was the best player on the team doing what he's doing, then it's kind of like damn. But I feel like he's the second best player of the team. So if his shot get together, that's a wrap. Like
Put
that's
y'all in a different stratosphere.
yes. If his shot, if he even get like to 35%, like just close to league average, is
Remember when we was young and nigga shot 35%, he was like the best shooter in the NBA.
bro, niggas used to shoot 3 threes a game. 3 threes a game, like a Kyle Korver, not Kyle Korver, like he played into the modern era, but like
Yeah.
they used to run the set for like I think of a 2000 shooter, and like fucking Jason Capono.
Yeah.
They were running for him 3 times a game, and it was like, yo, you got to guard that.
Got to. You know what's crazy is when I go back and watch old games. I like to go watch old All-Star games or just old games, period. And they be like shooting an 18-footer or 20-footer is like an outside shot.
Oh, listen, bro, if you want the old game, they need to take one step over the 3 point line
Yeah.
and just shoot it. I'm like, bro, all you got to do
It's a terrible shot.
move that. Yeah, even though it wasn't for them because that's what they shot. Like that was we grew up on the mid range. So that's why like when they be like, oh, the mid range is a bad shot. It's like it's not really. It's a great shot if you can shoot it.
If you could shoot it, all the best players using mid-range.
Yeah, it's like bro, every player we grew up watching, they used to get to the cup, obviously, but their main thing was
The mid-range.
Diddy.
But even today, all the best players use the mid-range. Like
Yeah,
if
Chris Paul. Like, not even, I'm not a huge Chris Paul fan, but like his mid range is a weapon. Like,
it's
it's a
crazy.
legit.
I mean, look at KD.
And he's 7 feet tall, bro. He just.
Devin Booker,
I
Kawhi,
love Devin, I love Devin Booker game because Devin Booker is
SGA get they call it paint points, but he be like right at the edge of the free throw line. That's a mid-range.
and it's damn near a floater.
Yeah,
Like,
like SGA paint points are very misleading. Cause it ain't like he like deep in the paint. Like he barely.
he got his feet in the paint.
Yeah.
He's in the painted area, but that
Yeah.
nigga he ain't at the rim.
Yeah, he ain't in the
Tony Parker. Tony
area.
Parker used to be at the rim floating that bitch, and
That shit used to be crazy, man.
I
But
remember I used to see the shit too because I'm like, yo, Shaq finna punch that
hell no.
over Shaq.
Real quick. Like that shit unstoppable if you get it up quick enough. But you from Orlando, well, Apopka. I don't want to disrespect it. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on where I'm at. Because if I'm in Orlando, I'm from a Parker. But if I'm outside of Orlando, I just say I'm from Orlando. Because I ain't got time to explain it. Don't where I popped
True
at.
that. True
But
that.
shout out to the A y'all raised me. But not
Um,
born and raised in Orange County.
for sure. Were you always a Magic fan?
My Magic fandom, I would say yes, except for 2 years.
What 2 years?
All right, so when I was younger, all I ever knew was was Magic. Because when I was younger, like I actually got it was a parade. Like I think it was like '92, and nigga Shaq, like they say Shaq like rubbed my head when I was a baby type shit. So I once I learned that story, it's Magic forever. So it's like first, second grade, Shaq gone. So I'm like, damn. So that's why I always had a hate for the Lakers because all I know is they took Shaq from me, nigga. So it's like they took my stuff. So
You could have just came to the Lakers, like
nah,
all the good Magic players do.
couldn't do that. I was like, nah, I'm anti-Laker. I ain't never nothing. So I would say I was a Magic fan literally up until the year that because we traded T Mac. If he would have left as a free agent, that wouldn't have messed with my brain like that. But all I read was Magic trade Tracy McGrady for Steve Francis. So for 04, 05, 05, 06, I was not a Magic fan.
Were you rooting for anybody, or were you just a free agent out here?
I was T Mac. So me like all right, T Mac was my first like that's my favorite Magic player ever. Favorite Magic player ever, Tracy McGrady, hands down. That's not a question, not a debate. When I was in right before I moved to Oakland, the year before that, we had moved to Georgia for like a year. Not even a year, like a school year for the most part. And I remember that same year T Mac threw the ball off the backboard, and I think the All Star game was in Atlanta. So
Yeah,
I get to school the next day, and everybody like, "Oh, you from Orlando? Tracy McGrady, yada yada yada." So I'm like, "We rocking!" Like,
that was in DC. The next year was in Atlanta.
yeah, it was in DC then because it was. But when I lived in Atlanta, the All Star game was there, but
Okay.
he threw off the backboard the year before.
Yeah.
So I'll put it like that. But they used to like they that it was an attachment with T Mac. Like they associated him with me because I was from Orlando. So
Yeah.
obviously that he just became my dog. And then I got more in tune like to because I was living up there, I couldn't watch that many games. But when I got back here, whatever I could watch, I would watch. Um, but I would say the year they traded him, bro, I was not rocking with the Magic. I was because I ain't like, bro, we got Steve Francis and Katino Mobley, and then we traded Katino Mobley. So it's like, what we traded? What do we?
Y'all got bad Francis. Y'all ain't
Yeah,
have Francis.
he was already done too. Like
Y'all didn't get a
he averaged a
franchise.
dub, but it wasn't a real dub to me. Like
Yeah.
so, them 2 years, 04, 05, 05, 06, bro, I was not rocking. Like I was like, nah, I ain't doing this. I guess they got a ticket stub. I went to the first game. T Mac came back and played. Had on a Rockets jersey. Just arguing with people in my section. But then I would say 06, 07. I kind of got over it because Steve Francis on our team no more. So like I was like, all right, well, that guy's gone, so I'm back. And then ever since then, I just been rocking. We went to the
And then that was a good time to start liking him again because
That's when we lost to Detroit in the first round.
y'all, but by
I
then you
think
met Dwight. And things got different when Dwight got there.
not that's the thing that had me mad though, because we drafted Dwight the same year we traded T Mac, and I'm like, bro, if you just would have stayed and you could have seen like the impact Dwight had.
But
I
you
mean,
never know it. But the one thing about T Mac was he wasn't healthy in Houston either.
nah, he wasn't. After the first 2 years, he definitely missed a year.
Yeah. So
Actually, his first year he was healthy. The second year, I think he wasn't healthy, and then the third year, yeah, I wasn't healthy. And then
yeah.
after that, it wasn't the same
You
no
never
more.
really. So you don't really know what you would have got with T Mac.
I think they're in the liquor room.
Where I just live.
Give me a few. I'll look for him in a minute. I'll look for him in a minute. Give me a few. My bad. But
Oh, you good. Yeah. So you know hindsight that might not have been the worst thing the Magic could have did. You know what I'm saying? You thinking of a healthy T Mac, but y'all might not have got a healthy T Mac.
Now he wasn't even really like he missed the last I want to say like 17 games,
Yeah.
04. But I was just a fan, but I wasn't trying to hear
Yeah, you
none
ain't
of
trying to hear none of that shit.
that.
And we young. We
I
ain't
was
thinking
born
about all the ins
in
and outs of that
14.
shit. We just like, man, that nigga is my nigga.
Like the business of basketball. Man,
Yeah.
wow, he make
And
nothing.
at the time, T Mac was what, top 5 player in the league?
Can't ask me though, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna really tell you he was number one, but he had a support to do what he had to do. Because the man used to go toe to toe with Kobe and Shaq. Like it wasn't just Kobe; it was going toe to toe with Kobe and Shaq. It's just the rest of the. But I
But
always
the
that
league
kind
was
of
crazy
my
too,
favorite.
though. Like everybody, when they talk about T Mac and his comparison, they just compare it to Kobe. But when I say best player in the league, you got to think about the whole league. The league was crazy then too. KG was in the league. Tim Duncan was still balling out. You know what I'm saying? Like it was still levels to being the best player in the league.
Nah, it would, but all right. So I seen it as it kind of messed. I think it messed up the way I'm a fan of like sports too, because I root more for the nigga on the second seed that's doing everything. Like that
I feel you.
he ain't all that. Like I don't really go for like the team that's like the best team with like they 6, 7, 8 deep. I like seeing the nigga that's getting it out the mud with the not so good team. They still won 45 games just
Oh
because
yeah, I feel you.
this guy. So that's always been my thing. Like I don't really and I used to always I had a bias against the Lakers and Kobe. I'm like, oh, he got blessed into playing with Shaq and all of that. Best
Hey man,
franchise ever. So
shout out to Jerry West, man. R.I.P.
it was a little hate, but
R.I.P. Jerry West, man.
nah, that's a goat. Shout out to him. That's my cousin.
But now, like with hindsight, and like with us being adults, is the Magic fault for the Magic problems, right? Like the Magic didn't offer Shaq the contract. They ain't even offer him. You know what I'm
Because
saying? Like you said, they traded T Mac.
what I say about the Magic, bro, we are ran by a family, and they don't operate in the best. They don't operate like in terms of like a basketball team. What's best for the basketball team, bro? They like a family. If they like a player, if Miss the boss like you, bro, she'll draft you. She'll draft you because she had a good conversation with your mama. So it's like
Mhm.
I learned that early. Like our front office is not
That's what
and
happened with Jet Howard.
Jet he
That was a wasted draft pick, bro.
it, it it could be. Only
It,
reason I say that
it,
is
it was,
because
man.
all right, when it comes to the draft, like we always say, this team could have got this player, but it's like we don't know if this guy went to the other team if they gonna
Could have
develop.
been the same person. Nah, I feel
Gonna
you.
have yeah, so it's like it's always a I don't know, like but Jet Howard definitely got it. I personally, if you ever asked me, I would have been like, nah, like I don't think Jet Howard is that good of a player. Like I watched Michigan, like especially like Big Ten tournament or any conference tournament, the games is like more intense, so you can kind of see like who do what.
Yeah.
I can tell you anything Jet Howard did from like 3 minutes left in the game to the end, but he was non-existent. And
Jawan Howard, Jawan Howard made the phone call, man. Get my son in there.
and I ain't mad at it because it's
I
like
ain't
at the
mad
end of
at
the
that
day,
either.
he don't spent his entire life hooping. Like he could shoot, but he's not a shooter.
Yeah.
If he could
Hey,
develop
y'all
a
need shooters.
shooter,
Y'all need shooters.
now we
Like
do.
like y'all team is built for like the early 2000s right now.
It is, but well, I would say with the Magic, bro, we betting on internal development. Like
Which has been working though.
like a lot of people been like, you know, y'all need to do this, y'all need to do that, y'all need to do that. But it's like I honestly think that they just believe in what they have and they gonna see, hopefully everybody take the step they're supposed to take because we got 6, 7 lottery picks on our team now. So it's like let them do that versus trying to microwave the result
Yeah.
and
Who
sign
you
some veteran and
who you think's the most important person for the Magic this year?
it's a two-part. Well, not two-part, but it's two people. Franz got to shoot. Like if he can, like we said, if he get that to 35%, bro, he probably gonna make the All-Star team, or at least be in consideration for it. You know, they might go Franz Wagner, likely.
Like, what did he average? 19 last year?
Yeah, he should average 20.
Okay, so yeah, 20. Yeah, he get that 3-point percentage up. He'd be up 22, 23.
So I'm saying, like he's right there, and he a big guard. He can get to the cup at will. So it's like if they had the respective jumper, he's even better. And Jalen Suggs, I feel like we taken a lot of faith in him by not bringing in another point guard, by not like addressing those issues. So it's like he got a, which I was happy with what he did last year, but it's another. I feel like it's another step he got to take.
Yeah, offensively, he has to.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Pause it real quick, bro.
Okay.
Okay.